PMAC Movies back in the movie room for another PMAC Movies haul video. I think it's been, whoa, where are we going here? It's been a little bit since I made a video, a couple weeks or so, and there is some deals that you can participate in. So before we get too far into the movie, would appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up and leave some feedback about some of these snags that old PMAC got. So it's always good when I can tell you about deals that you can participate in. You know, sometimes people are showing these deals they found at pawn shops or you know, local stores and stuff that you can't get. But there are some online bargoons out there. You know, with inflation and things, the bargoons are changing a little bit. You have to kind of maybe change what you're thinking the price should be for things. But there's some very good deals. Gruv has a kind of a catalog Blu-ray deal, 3 for $20. That's $6.66 each. And there's, you know, a lot of stuff I already have, quite honestly. But I found some solid stuff with some a couple things that are really good. And then we're going to take a look at a Paramount sale also that Barnes & Noble's doing, and then Amazon is price matching. So those are some ones where you can really stock up. You can get some really solid prices. So let's take a look. So the things that I was most excited to get, a movie that I've wanted on Blu-ray for a long time. I wasn't willing to even, I think I could have probably got it for 10 at some point. I was patient, and now I'm able to get it for $6.66 each. It is I would say this is a PMAC Top 100 film. It is Magnolia here. This is a Paul Thomas Anderson movie with just an all-star cast. It has been quite a while since I've seen this one. I've watched it at least twice, possibly 3 times. Tom Cruise is in this. Philip Seymour Hoffman, Julianne Moore. Let's see who else. I mean, there's some other people in it, but those are some of the big ones for me. John C. Reilly's in it. This is a great movie and a great bargain at that price. What was some other? So some other ones that I was glad to be able to get. This is a movie that I've never owned. I don't think I even have this on DVD. I mean, I guess it's possible, but I've never seen it. It's some Patrick Swayze in Next of Kin. Now, I do have a lot of like those Warner Brothers 3-packs that they released kind of early on Blu-ray, but it looks like the one that had this wasn't one that they made like you know, some of those I think they made quite a few copies. This one I don't think they did. So this movie has eluded me. It also has Liam Neeson in it, Bill Paxton, Helen Hunt, Adam Baldwin. This is quite the cast. So I was glad that this was part of a good deal. I don't know that that's ever been that cheap. Another one that I was glad to be able to get, this is a movie that I had on DVD. It doesn't look like it has any special features or anything, but I remember this being a good movie. So glad to be able to get the Blu-ray of it and be able to rewatch it because it's been quite a while. You know, you're looking at probably about 20 years since I've seen Sleepers. It's 148 minutes. I believe this was a pretty heavy movie with some things going on with these boys being mistreated at some type of home. I don't remember the whole thing, but I remember thinking it was a pretty solid like drama movie. And it is a long one. It's like 2.5 hours. So glad to be able to get that one for a good price. And then this is a movie that I didn't really know a whole ton about. I'm actually probably going to put this in a different case because it looks kind of ratty in this case. But it is House of Gucci. Now, it showed the version that didn't have the digital code, and I got like the combo. So I'm not sure if there's a version of this that's just the Blu-ray disc maybe. But, you know, it's one of those ones where the case is kind of wrinkly, and I'm wondering if I can just pop out the artwork, and the artwork will be okay. We'll have to take a look at that, because sometimes like yeah, you can just pop it in a case and it's good. It looks like the artwork's fine, so I should be able to just pop this one out of its current case and put it in another 2-disc case, and that'll be really a nice little addition there. I just took the artwork out, set that aside for now. Okay. And then a few, let's see. So that was 4 of them. Let's see. I'll set that here. Get organized, PMAC. I'm just putting the ones that I've already shown on the floor so that they're out of the way. 2 left. These are kind of the ones I was a little bit iffy on, but this Lust for Life movie with Kirk Douglas, it did sound like it was a pretty well-regarded movie, so, I was interested enough to get it. And this is one I'm not sure. It sounds like it's a good movie. I don't know if it's up PMAC's alley. I kind of wish I looked into it a little bit more. It is Mrs. Miniver. So, yeah, it's supposed to be a really good one. Like an older 40s movie set during World War II. But I was looking at, it had to be, and to get the deal, you had to get 333. You couldn't just get 3, and then everything over that was 666. No, that's not how they did it. It was, you had to get it in, like, you could do 3, you could do 6, 9. So I had to get, I was basically down to 1, and this is what I went with. I kind of wish I went with that Cradle to Grave, but it sounded like a pretty crappy, like, Jet Li movie. So this is definitely probably a better movie. But, my collection is more of, what would I prefer to watch sort of thing. I like Jet Li to a certain degree. That would probably fit my collection a little bit better, although this is considered the better movie. But, that's what I chose. And next up, we got the Paramount sale, which is pretty cool because Paramount movies do not really go cheap. So these are some cool ones to be able to get. Barnes & Noble, and then Amazon is price matching a lot of these. I actually placed another order. So this is a movie I know nothing about, but I looked into it. It sounded like a good movie. It is Jodie Foster and Kelly McGillis. And The Accused here, this was about $7.50 at half off. And again, yeah, I've never seen it that cheap. It doesn't look like it has any special features or anything, but definitely liking these, which I'm assuming was this is an 80s movie, so like late 80s, 90s. Always enjoy those types of things to be able to watch. This movie's just never gotten cheap, so at $10.99, I was hoping it would come with a slipcover. It didn't, but what can you do? It is Babylon here, starring Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie. So, glad to be able to get it for a reasonable price, even though I did not get the Slippy. I got a couple of the Paramount Presents ones. So, we have Rough Cut, which does have a digital code. It looks like it got dropped in this corner, if you see. These were in a box. They were fine. And then it is actually a broken case underneath also. So yeah, it's a little bit of damage. And then, I mean, some of the other corners aren't perfect, but what can you do? And then this is one that I have on Criterion. I'll probably look into selling my Criterion and just keep this Paramount Presents one. It does also come with a digital code, and I think this was only $10. Rough Cut, I believe, was $11.50. So yeah, Nashville here on Blu-ray. So glad to be able to snag that one. And then 2 more. This one I actually got from Amazon, but it definitely give Barnes & Noble credit for the deal because they were just matching. I used credit card rewards, so I didn't have to pay anything other than the credit card rewards. And actually they got me a good condition when I ordered a bunch of like dog treats, so they put it in a box. So it was protected, and it is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Now, this is a movie that I watched most of, but I think I fell asleep at like towards the end and never finished it. But the cool thing here is, so it was like $17.50 or $18.50. And the good thing is, so you're getting it for a pretty reasonable price already. You're getting a digital code, you're getting the steelbook. Now, this is a 4K Blu-ray combo pack and digital, but this one has the Blu-ray. Now, the regular 4K does not have the regular 4K just has the 4K, no Blu-ray disc. So it was nice to be able to get this version for that price. So you could get the Blu-ray for $10.99, but I thought, this was a better value with where we were at there. And then I did also get Footloose, which as far as I know, I don't have this on any format. I've never seen the movie. And I think this is one where I had to get up to the free shipping. I had to figure out what to get, and this was one I kind of wanted, so I went ahead and got it. They did send me, like, this is a pretty horribly beat up copy. Like, it's got a bunch of dents in it. Like, it was just beat. The discs were fine. They are sending a replacement, so like something like this will go in my PMAC movie sale when that comes around. So this will be the cheapest you'll be able to get the Footloose 4K. Yes, the steelbook is beat, but the discs totally fine in that one. Some other odds and ends. So those are the ones that you can get right now for solid deals. And then we'll just go over the rest of these fairly quickly because I got to go tend to Layla per usual. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do. But this was a Target pre-order, I believe, with a couple. So I did like a buy two, get one. And then also they had like it was like a 20 off 120 or 25 off 120, something like that. So I ended up with Lady Assassin with this nice glossy slipcover. I believe this ended up being like $15. I also had the Target card to get 5% off. So that was a nice beer me. This one ended up being $11 on Walmart.com. It is Hot Pursuit here with John Cusack. I since read that the movie isn't necessarily that great, but I saw that it was $11. I had a $25 off of 45 code. So I did decide to grab this, which I'm thinking that code came from something that I got here that I don't know if I've shown, so I got to find that. But yeah, I mean, that's basically the Kino sale price at $11. Where's that one? So I did get another one over here. Hang on, PMAX. Looking around here, I actually thought I had set it aside, but this is the one. So I pre-ordered this. I didn't pre-order. I bought it from Gruv. Basically, I wanted to make sure I got a slipcover of Nosferatu here, and the slippy was quite damp. Like, it was like crushed kind of on the side. So I complained, and they gave me a $25 off of 45 code to keep the movie, basically. So then they also had, Walmart had No Country for Old Men for 18 bones for the 4K Blu-ray combo pack. So this is one I wasn't necessarily planning on getting this. I already have the Blu-ray of it, but it's nice, and shockingly both discs were fine, which is a big shocker for Scratch Tyrion. No, this one was this one was around 20, a little bit over 20. This was a Target pre-order. It was a buy one get one 50% off, so basically 25% off. A Certain Killer and a Killer's Key here with the slippy. So there's that one. This is another one that was from that sale, and a movie that a lot of people have been waiting for a Blu-ray, 4K, whatever. This was on DVD only for quite a while. It is Panic Room, another Jodie Foster movie. Got the digital code in there. This is a 4K Blu-ray digital combo. I think this will probably be a good deal when Please Rewind on eBay has another sale, but I did decide to go ahead and get it now. It was mid-20s. I paid about 25 bucks for it. And I'm planning to watch this. I wanted to watch it. I wanted to watch it with Charmy because I don't believe she's ever seen it, and I think she'll like it. So we'll watch this AI Panic Room. Apparently, this is kind of like the James Cameron AI stuff going on with that. But what can you do? I did get a item from Joe Masiello today. He sent me the previous one, I believe. I believe he sent me Pearl before with Slippy, which was a good movie. I liked it more than X. And then he sent me Maxine here, which is the third movie. Is this a trilogy, or are they going to make more? I don't even know. I didn't like X very much, honestly, but Pearl I thought was quite good. So interested to watch this one. Another A24 joint. Joe likes his modern horror movies. So this is 103 minutes from 2024. And actually, Walmart uses Alliance Entertainment for a lot of their stuff, and this came in very good condition. Actually, it is the top of the slipcover is a little bit messed, but I mean this is quite good nowadays. When when you're ordering online, this is about as good as you're gonna get, unless you're ordering from the sites that cost quite a bit more money, like an Orbit or those sorts of things. But you're not paying for shipping literally, but you are, because you're paying a lot more per item a lot of the time. And then I don't think I showed these already either. These were a Gruv deal. These were a TV season deal. These were $13, and then I had the 20% off code, so these were $10.40 each. Ones that I definitely wanted were Superman and Lois, the complete third season. I do like this show. I did watch some of this. It has like a cancer angle that's kind of pushing agendas and stuff, but I think it'll still be finely entertaining. And then I needed only one season left of Doom Patrol, which the other ones I've been able to get for close to free because they had digital codes with them. This one does not, but that's a fine price for it. And then I did get, now this is a show I did not like. It's got a lot of like, characters that are a certain way. Which isn't necessary. I mean, it's a bit too much, but it is Sandman. I do want to check it out a little bit more thoroughly here. Now this is obviously doesn't have the slip box and stuff, and a couple of these had scratched discs, which with these discs made in Mexico now, I mean, you're gonna get scratches. This one actually has a pretty long kind of circular scratch, but I don't think it's gonna affect anything. So I just complained basically and get 20% off. So I ended up paying like $8 for this. And I think Doom Patrol too. The first disc in there had a bunch of little scratchies on it. So I'm not gonna go through the bullshit. I mean, if you really needed to, you could contact the Warner Brothers, and probably Warner Brothers isn't the easiest to deal with, but there's things you can do. But so for $8 for a couple of those, and then Superman and Lois ended up being a little bit over 10, so pretty good. But that's everything that I've gotten here recently. I actually have a big Rare Waves order on the way, and some more of the Barnes and Noble and Hamilton books. So. Maybe I'll have some more hauls coming up, and I do want to make some review videos. It's just I end up doing other stuff basically. It's kind of hard to make time to make videos, so I just end up doing other stuff. But we'll see. Maybe I will. Maybe you guys can motivate me with lots of thumbs up and comments. Let me know your thoughts on my haul here. Did you participate in any of these sales? What have you been snagging lately? What have you been watching lately? We'll see you next time on PMAC Movies, baby. PMAC Movies?